Hey guys, what's up? Uh. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Quick Grits here. I think this is the first time that y'all have ever seen my face, so this is what I look like. But today we're going to be starting on our Let's Play / Let's Read of the visual novel Sepia Tears, Midwinter's Reprise. It's something that I'm really excited about. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. Hopefully we're going to continue to do this in the future too. It's the first visual novel that I've ever played, so obviously this will be a blind playthrough. I've watched a lot of anime, read a lot of manga, I've read light novels before, but I've never actually played a visual novel, so if I mess up, if I stumble on my words here or there, just stay with me. I'll get better as I go, but yes, like I said, it's something that I've been excited to do, and let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. So let's go ahead and start this up. You've heard of the mayfly, right? It's one of those odd winter days when the snow is falling but it isn't cold. Either late November or the beginning of December, right around the time when the dollar stores start playing Christmas music and the couples go skating. One of those odd winter evenings, the same old 3 p.m. through the lens of the classroom window. I would describe the muted texture of the light through the glass, but it's become all too familiar. It'd be like raving about the miracle of flowers blooming in spring. The novelty's gone. Chairs screech against tiled floors and students chatter all around, but the sounds fall on me, weightless. The mayfly? The bug that lives for only a day once it grows its wings? It's a great metaphor. You must have seen it before. My mind wanders sometimes. It's like being stuck in a room with a TV set to local news, almost muted but not quite, or like reading a boring web page because you're too lazy to click away. This is like, I feel like we're in a dream right now or something. This is weird. Having a voice in your head that won't shut up. It used to bother me, but I can handle it now. Listen to music on the way home, play a video game before you go to bed, kill time in any way before you can, and it won't be so loud. Ever wonder why they even bother? It's simple, really. You pick up your books, stand up, put on your gloves as you walk through the early winter chill, get home, make a snack, relax, and let the process repeat itself. Life is the easiest thing in the world when you think about it. But sometimes, memories resurface. The horrible red-brown that encroaches on my vision, creeping from a box locked safely away. I'm gonna get better at reading. I'm sorry, I know I'm stumbling a lot on my words. Okay, me. Oh, it's cold. Oh no shit, it's snowing. I hadn't noticed before, but it looks like it's snowing. Was I out for that long? I was walking home from school a moment ago, I'm sure. Or is this a dream? That would make sense. But then why am I wearing my school uniform? And why is my wallet in my pocket? Well, that doesn't prove anything, but might as well roll with it. It's seriously pitch black in here. I can make out the snowflakes just fine, but nothing seems to be lighting them. I'd better start moving before I freeze to death. Ah! That light! It's... Oh, what up? What up, it's a thotty with a body? You've come. Thank you for coming to see me. It's lonely here, you know. Lonely? Yeah, I can't deny that. It's a peaceful prison, trapped in the darkness under this soft snowfall. But it's a prison. What's the matter? Aren't you glad to see me? She looks familiar, I'm sure of it. The memory teases me like a vivid, lucid dream, but I can't grab hold of it. So are we still like dreaming right now, or I think we're dreaming. We gotta be dreaming. It's been such a long time. I thought you would have been ecstatic. I open my mouth, but the words are lost. The more I search for the memory, the more her eyes bewitch me. As snowflakes land on the girl's hair, I force the first words out of my mouth. Who are you? Do you really not remember me? What a shame. We have so much to catch up on. Her smile is confident, mysterious, somewhere between angelic and doll-like. There's nothing to worry about. After all, we have all the time in the world. So then, who are you? She looks me in the eyes and my heart stops. I'm the person you wish you never met. Okay. Damn. She embraces me and my senses freeze until a color strikes my eye against the monochrome backdrop. Hanging in the stillness, a red ribbon drips from the side of her hair. And on the inside of that ribbon, something is written. But just as fantastic as that is the fact that the words are scrambled, blurred, even though my eyes are only inches away from it. That ribbon, don't you remember? It was your... Bitch, what was it? Tell me! Her voice fades away. I glance at the ribbon again, but before I can move closer, my stomach flips upside down. The girl's warmth fades from my arms. Ah! Is she disappearing? This whole world is. A knife pierces my heart as I realize something. It's not the world that's disappearing. I'm about to call it. He's gonna be like, it's me. I'm disappearing. It's me. See? I knew it. I knew it. Go ahead. Give me a cookie. Alright. I guess we're like waking up or something. Because that had to have been a dream. Day 1 reunion. Okay. Oni-chan! Oni-chan! Are you up? That sounds familiar. Mark, we're going to be late. Ren, are you even listening to me? Alright, so we're Mark. Yeah, I heard you. Geez, it wouldn't kill you to be a little more gentle. Gentle? But I'm your cute little sister. I'm automatically gentle. Bitch, I'll punch you in the face you trying to wake me up. That's like saying I'm automatically dependable because I'm your older brother. Wait. See? If you're not the dependable sibling you're supposed to be, that gives me the legal right to find new and exciting ways to tease you. That's weird, Ren. I'm not gonna lie. Just let me sleep. And who was it that wrote this law? More importantly, I have a history test this morning, so I'll leave you behind if I have to. Pouting, my diligently evil little sister runs down the stairs. She can't find a more normal form of torture? Okay. It's bright out. Pleasantly bright. I can get lost just looking at that pale blue sky, although I fear the cold that accompanies it. See, this is why I hate winter. Nature has no mercy for the northern hemisphere. Actually, does that make a difference? Technically, every country has to be part of a hemisphere, so there must be warm regions in the northern hemisphere, and even so, the southern hemisphere. What are you talking about, Mark? Just get up. Go to school, bruh. Mark, I've been working on my Hokuto Shinken. I'm coming. The last time she tried this. Okay, so I guess that's what we look like right there. So we have red hair. We look like the male version of her. I shudder to think of it. I'm pretty sure I know who my next practice subject will be if you make me fail my test. Isn't it usually practice partner, not practice subject? So that's my sister, Rena. Since she started at my school, life has been hell. So I guess this is like our inner monologue with ourselves. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. She's a nice girl and all. She takes care of me, makes me lunch, forces me to buy her stuff. See what I mean? I'm out of compliments already. And that threat certainly wasn't the first. Ouch. Stupid razor. Oh, we must be shaving. Dad was supposed to show me how to use this thing. Anyway, Ren is a strange girl, to put it nicely. She always rattles on about these crazy robot wars and melodramatic love stories that she watches, trying to find new and exciting ways to pull me into her world. I haven't figured out why she calls me Oni-chan yet, though. Is it ironic? Ironically unironic? Ironic because she thinks that I'll think it subtly, ironically Mark, you gotta chill out. I can only conclude that it's part of some devious scheme that I have yet to catch wind of. The tip of the iceberg, so to speak, if the iceberg were a blood-related little sister. But as much as I'd like to criticize her, I can't complain. She still does better than me at school. Alright, I'm almost done. Oh, and she does a better job of cooking and budgeting than me. And she never sleeps in, and the only time she's late for class is when I hold her back. Now do you see why life with her is hell? It doesn't really seem like she's doing anything wrong. It's kind of your fault, Mark. It's kind of our fault, guys. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I slept perfectly fine until I was awoken by a certain someone. How could you say that? You should be thankful to have a cute girl like me wake you up every morning. You're not supposed to call yourself cute. Is that because we're blood related and you're... That's not why. I mean, it's a little vain, don't you think? And it's not very cute. True. I really like the art style of this. Of the characters especially. Like, it's like a kind of like a... Almost if somebody it was like a quick sketch, like a quick rough sketch, but in like a good way, you know? I really like it. But what if I'm only doing it to unnerve you? Good point. Well, I do have to thank you for keeping me on my toes all the time. You're like my mother is what I want to say, but I imagine her twitching smile in my life flashes before my eyes. So, Ren, do you have a test this morning? Yep, I did a quick review with my friends yesterday, so you don't need to worry about it. I wasn't worried. Oh, is that your way of hiding your affection? Where'd she get the stars? Like, where did the stars come from? Was that even remotely implied? I'm sure you'll pass the test. I just want to make sure you don't forget anything and end up failing for some stupid reason. Like that time I accidentally brought my Game Boy instead of my calculator. Yes, like that time. I was only 12. It was an innocent mistake. Only 12. Regardless, you get what I'm saying. Just don't screw up. I know, I won't. But aren't your exams coming up as well? Uh-oh. Aw, Mark, you didn't fucking study, dude. Come on, man. I was going to go over to Luca's house and study over the weekend. Or something like that. Even for you, that's not a very convincing lie. Psychic. But I did make that up on the spot. It wouldn't kill you to have a bit of faith in me. If I said I'll study, I'll study. Really? You spend your whole Saturday afternoon doing math problems and rereading your social science notes? I'm tempted to say what notes, but that really isn't the problem here. Well, would you look at the time? Don't change the subject. We're already late. Well then, you'll have to continue at lunch. Right? Oni-chan! I'm gonna say, every time she says Oni-chan, I'm gonna say it like that. That smile is so much more endearing before you get to know her. Made it. I leap past the front door as the clock strikes 8, inhaling a lungful of December air. Not bad, Mark. Not bad at all. You were taking so long with your bag that I thought I'd really have to put the gloves on. I thought you were going to leave me if I took too long. I was only kidding. Leave my only brother to walk alone to school on such a cold, cold day? I couldn't. and yet you can practice your anime fighting techniques on me? Well, when you look at it that way. But you know, mastery of the martial arts can be extremely important. Bro, what happened to her eyes? Chill out, Ren. Chill out. What does that have to do with anything? It's important. Really. Yeah, I know. Self-defense and all that. No, not just self-defense. It's an extra weapon in your arsenal. What? Okay, picture this. Imagine that you're fighting against an enemy who already knows your techniques. And why would I be doing... Yeah, why would we be doing this? Because the person challenged you. Because he kidnapped the princess? Use your imagination. But what if the princess is in another cat? Then you'll just have to go look for it. Okay. Anyway, let's say you end up in combat with someone who knows that you're good with long-range weapons, like a crossbow. They already know your weakness. All they have to do is dash forward and fight at a closer range. The archer won't be able to react fast enough, and the attacker will have the advantage. But what if you're using a mid-range weapon, like a lance? A lance? That's easy. A well-trained warrior would be proficient with both bows and axes. And everyone knows that the axe beats the lance. I didn't know that. True, but then couldn't you just learn magic and attack from a distance? Yes, but what if your enemy knows that you're a magician? A skilled axe wielder would eliminate you with a single strike, no critical necessary. Every magician needs an ace up his sleeve. And that ace is the martial arts? That's one option. You see, magicians draw their power internally, not externally. Magic, unlike sorcery, flows through a natural God damn! Internal circuit before it can be used in the form of a spell. The use of these circuits can drain much of an amateur's magical energy, resulting in the weakening of the magus combat ability. In this scenario, even a trained magus would be susceptible to the... What's a magus? Would be susceptible to the attacks of an ordinary human. More so if said human is skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Though it is an unlikely scenario, it would be prudent for a magus to... Enough with the infodumps! I don't know if I said that right. Fine, I don't need you. She taps the Twitter They have Twitter? Oh boy! She taps the Twitter icon on her phone and runs away. Hey, I'll be tweeting every day. Actually, I'm gonna leave our link to our Twitter below. Y'all go follow us on Twitter. Okay, I may have been a bit hard on her back then, but this isn't a bad outcome either. You'd think that the streets would be a bit more busy in the morning, but no one ever passes by here. It's hard to get used to if you're from the city, but I've lived in the suburbs my whole life, and I like the peace and quiet. Mark likes the burbs. We're gonna go ahead and save too. Alright, awesome. It's nice. Let your mind wander. Let your mind wander to things you'd rather avoid. Mark. Huh? What was that? Whoa! Whoa, it's old Thotty with a body! I look around and momentarily spot a figure. But it disappears before my eyes. Strange. She looked familiar. Can't be that important. Bitch, you saw somebody, like, you don't know if that's a murder or what. 2 weeks later, I would look back on that moment as the first in a series of very, very silly assumptions. Of course. Alright. I don't know if this is... I guess that's Lucas. I guess his name is Lucas. Alright. Mark, you're actually early. A familiar voice welcomes me in from the cold. In front of me stands a young man that I've known since the beginning of high school, and I sometimes wish I didn't know. On time is more like it. We have barely 5 minutes until the bell. That's still an accomplishment, coming from you. Lillian, okay. Another thotty with a body, okay. Alright, Lillian. Oh, hey. Did you bring your notes for the presentation? My other friend, Lillian, voices her questions politely, unlike a certain little sister. Well, Ren was on the computer until midnight, and my laptop needed recharging, and your house was constructed without power outlets, of course. I like Lillian. Fine, I'll print them out at lunch. And there goes the bell. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually looking forward to a boring lecture if it means I can relax. The teacher's voice drones on, drones and drones, and on, and on, and on. I only know of one way to escape. Jumping out the window might have long-term consequences, though, so I'll be content with staring through. Whenever I'm bored at school, I always like looking out at the weather and thinking about how I'd rather be anywhere but here. So we're basically like that like protagonist that the one like in every anime that just sits like in the back corner of the classroom, the window seat, and just looks out at the clouds the whole time, or looks out into like a courtyard of the school. I guess that's who we are. Although fortune has treated me with nothing but a sadistic little sister and a pile of unfinished homework this morning. So maybe I'm better off in class after all. Mark. Am I hearing things? Mark! It's just like this morning. Is this someone's stupid idea of a prank? I'm sure it's just some kid with nothing better to do with their time. But it's thoughty with a body, Mark. I'm sure. I bet hers name. I bet hers. I bet her name. I think she's Sepia. She's got to be Sepia, because we haven't met anybody named Sepia yet. I'm sure it's just some. Okay, yeah, we are in. All right, I know what I have to do. Pinpointing the source of the sound, I spin around and glare at my target. She's not getting away this time. The class stares at me. Lucas turns around. I sit back down. Awkwardly. Lunch. Finally. No matter how many years pass, nothing beats the taste of cold meat and freedom. Yeah. It's quiet. Lucas sighs audibly and I follow. I still don't get how Ren can sacrifice her lunch break to study for a test when she hardly ever studies at home. It's far from the strangest thing she's done. Point taken. So, how was the game I lent you? Oh, right. To be honest, I'm really not into those dating sim... They're not dating sims! They have statistics, Mark! Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll check it out when I get time. Right now, I'm busy. I was about to say schoolwork, but that lie won't last a second. I'm busy with stuff. I'm busy with stuff, Lucas, alright? Yeah, stuff. Mark, you do know what that means, don't you? I really think I can see the sunlight glint off of those glasses. That means that you have yet to experience modern Japanese visual culture and all of its glory! Can you please shut up now? Surely you found yourself taking a peek at Ren's DVD collection at some point in the past 16 years. Haven't you ever felt disconnected with the path the stories take? I'll take that as a no. Protagonists always have plot armor in suspense stories, and the main heroine always wins in romances. Aside from being dumbed down by the awkward transition between two inherently different mediums, haven't you ever felt like the story isn't working? Does it not feel like the main character is a brainless idiot and that you could do a much better job than him? Haven't you ever felt like giving that idiotic protag a punch in the face and telling him to choose the shy, innocent library girl over that deceitful Oni-chan Chara who can't go on a date without thinking about her little brother, Rin? That statement may contain a slight amount of bias. At any rate, there's only one solution to problems like these. You play the game. But this man really wants us to play his game. I sense an evil chuckle as he finishes, as if he wants to add, and soon you'll be just like me. Well, like I said, I'll get to it eventually. Lucas kicks his feet up. It really is a good game, though. And the school uniform kind of resembles ours, don't you think? As much as I hate to admit it, he's right. Our school is infamous for its elaborate uniforms that don't match its academic reputation. That isn't going to make me play it any faster, though, Lucas. Then I'll bother you every day until you do. Don't you dare underestimate my persistence. The bell signals the end of lunch and we head to class. Away from each other, thankfully. I did it. It took a few years, but I did it. I made it back, and it won't be long before I talk to him again. Okay, alright. So we must be like playing as old girl, old thotty. A clock ticks in the background as a girl gazes pensively out the window. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. Nervous and a little excited. It's been so long. What do I do if he's changed? This whole plan would be pointless. Is this bitch a ghost or something? I have to stay calm. I know what I'm doing. I've thought it all through. Just stick to the script. But I'm nervous. So nervous. I like sunsets. I really do. I could live without long walks on the beach. But sunsets, they're special. Cliché doesn't have to make things less special. Not that it matters much. Storybook romances stay in the storybooks. It's just nice to catch a glimpse of stories sometimes, be it the MP3 shuffle gods granting divinely selected background music or a perfect twilight after a day of rain. Phew, thanks again for the help. Don't worry about it. It's not like I have anything else better to do. I slide down from the windowsill, but my feet hesitate. Something about the red tint of the classroom and Lillian's smile is discomforting. Discomforting and uncannily familiar. Does the school library always get this much work? I can see why you asked for a hand. No, the library usually maintains itself with the help of the teachers. We just have some extra things to take care of before the end of the term. Paperwork, mostly. Sounds tough. All work and no pay. I think you mean no play. Wait, you're getting paid? No, but, well, there you go. Mark's an ass. He's like just a little bit of an ass. You win this one. Anyways, I was trying to say I don't mind the extra work. We help out because we want to, right? Though it's nice to have an extra pair of hands from time to time. Ah, right. Besides, you always end up owing me favors. This is just one of them. Anyways, shall we head home? Shoot, I mean, if you want to, Lillian, we can head home. I mean, you can stop at my place. In my room, if you want to. Yeah, let's go. I grab my bag and rush to hold the door. Oh, such a gentleman. It can be nice to stay back after school, can't it? On the occasion, the weather is nice today. I try to find something other than the weather to comment on, but it's always cold in the winter, but it feels good when you're inside. So I guess we have sort of a little crush on Lillian. It's like looking at a snow globe. Does that make sense? Now that you mention it, I don't think it does. It made sense in my head. Don't worry about it, I know what you mean. Do you? I think. Kinda. This is really awkward. What, it couldn't have been that important, right? I suppose. Lillian smiles wryly about something and walks up ahead, frizzy hair lit by the sun. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna save here, and because I don't want to do too much, but yeah, I hope this first part went pretty well, for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Let me know what I can do better, because I'm always up for suggestions, any kind of suggestions that y'all have. I definitely would appreciate it. Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button, and also hit the notifications bell too to be notified whenever we put up videos like this. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and I've really enjoyed this so far, so let's keep going on with it. Y'all take it easy, guys. Peace.